um, what would we call that? This is square tubular steel. That is the shaft for the lever, for this lever here. Right here, you can see it move, and it's made by taking a piece of square tube in here, in this inside, and welding it to a piece of pipe, a short piece of pipe. And this outer piece is one size of steel pipe larger. So essentially, these two pieces of pipe constitute a bearing. And there's one on either side of the machine. Loose. This is going to be drilled and drilled, and there's going to be a cotter pin in here because this has to remain loose so that it slides. The other thing, I don't know if you took it, but okay, so when I start, it's going to take a while, so about an inch, half an inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Okay, then we release. Okay. A little more. And back. This is the way you would start, right? Okay. They're threaded. They're tapped and threaded. Okay. Okay. This is the, we're highlighting the differences between the Potter's Without Borders press and the Dutch design press. The principal difference of the two presses is the method by which the mold, the the female mold is brought up into position to begin jacking. And in our press, we use what we call an H slide, and this is the H right here. And this H slide is made of a large piece of channel, and the channel is one size larger than the channel that's forming the uprights of the press itself. And you can see this is the main frame channel, and this is the H channel. And this H slide is connected so that it slides evenly, and it's located in position with tapped bolts. And you can see on both sides these bolts are tapped and threaded into the channel, and what is not necessarily apparent, what is difficult to see, are gibs. And there are gibs on the back sides. There's one right here, and there's one at the bottom as well on either side. And these gibs are formed from a reversed piece of the channel that is cut into position, cut and welded into position. And these are the bearing surfaces that, along with the bolts that are machined into the frame, that is what is the H slide is sliding on. The second thing that is substantially different between the two presses is the action by which the H slide is brought up into position. In the Dutch design press, the lever is connected to the sliding mechanism by at a single point, and we found that this causes certain problems. It mainly is the reason that the Dutch design press can balk and not slide smoothly. In this case, the H slide is bearing on both sides of the frame, and at the same time the lever action that brings it up into position is a scissor jack. And this scissor jack is constructed in such a way that it moves on both sides of the frame at the same time. And here we have the scissor jack. This is the top piece, and this is the double bottom piece. This double bottom piece is slotted into a horizontal lever, and the lever has got, that's the horizontal part, and that's the receiving part for the handle. The other part that you can see here is welded onto the frame is a stop that prevents the lever from going too far. And this is what sets the height of the H slide as well, and prevents it from overlocking. The bearing of the lever is connected on both sides. There's actually two bearings, and the bearing is composed of two pieces of pipe, one that fits exactly inside the other. Okay. As you can see on the arm of the you can see on the lower arm of the scissor there are machined holes, a series of machined holes. This is done so that if different sizes of molds are used on the press, the distance between from top to bottom can be changed. effectively, this allows different heights of molds to be used on the same frame without substantially changing the design of the press. Ready? After the H-slide is brought up to its highest position, which you see it in now, there is a slot that is machined in the top arm of the scissor, and this top arm allows the H-slide to, when the hydraulic jack is being raised, it allows the H-slide to continue sliding up to the topmost position. The slide for the jack has not been substantially changed, except that there is a stop on either side so that the jack can be slid into position without having to worry about locating it. In this, at this stage, we have not yet machined a hole for the jack, but the jack is going to be locked down with bolts. The bridge on either side of the frame channel is composed of a half-inch bar, very similar to the Dutch designed press. In this case, we've taken a piece of 2-inch, a short piece of 2-inch angle iron, and cut it and welded it into the side of the press, and then the half-inch rod goes from just below the cross member all the way down, and it comes down to just above the bottom cross member. This gives the optimum amount of strength. The whole press and all of its components are cut and welded or machined in such a way that each of these components will unbolt from the machine, and within about an hour the entire machine can be taken apart and tied up and prepared for shipping. Inside.
2 3/8.
1, 2, 2 3/8. Yeah, you're right.